Yo, what is good? So basically, the markets have literally just closed. Well, will be closing in 4 minutes. It's currently Monday, the 19th of May, 2025, and the time is 9:56 p.m. UK time. So if you pull up the charts, let's have a little look on how it's been moving today. And let's see if what we've drawn has worked from Sunday's drawings. So straight off the bat, start at the top. AUD, CAD, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, respected this trend line absolutely perfectly. So if we put on the daily, you can see it's literally opened up and it has respected our trend line and shot up, absolutely rocketed up. So if we start to look at this now in smaller time frames, we can see it's rejected, and then boom, shot up. It's run out of momentum now as it is the end of the day. Markets closing, when did they close? 2 minutes. But however, might as well look at the charts now as it doesn't really move. So, where do we think it's going to go now? I'm happy to leave the zone where it is. So the zone was drawn on the 4 hour, I believe it was, tapping into just a few of these key areas, including a trend. I'm happy to leave this where it is for now. Probably come down somewhere around this level maybe. Possibly around there. You know what, in fact, now we start to look at the smaller picture. Let's see what happens with this. Let's just draw our Fibonacci. Okay, so yeah, I respect that. Tapping into a few of these key areas right here. From top to bottom, let's just see this done there. Okay, push past that. So yeah, I would probably now be looking somewhere for this area to buy off again, to push back up to the top maybe. Somewhere up here for these highs, and then a stop loss just below it. Let's say 10 pip stop loss, even a 20 to be fair. You'd easily get a 2-to-1, nearly a 3-to-1. So that's my area for AUD CAD, AUD CHF. Let's have a little look. So below the EMA, so it's currently downtrend. Okay, we've broke through, respected this trend. Still pushing up in this area here. Where is the shapes? In this area. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. What's going on? Okay. This area right here has continued up. We said the week was down initially, however, it is coming back up. It probably looks like he's coming back up to somewhere to test these levels here. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tappings. I would probably consider that as an up. So yeah, got my zone here already marked out. I'm going to stay with that. So I'm looking at the 2 hour. Yeah, I'm keeping that level still. I'm very happy with that. So for break, retest, might even come back down to this trend line. As of right now, interested in AUD CHF, but I'm not, because it's kind of just leaving it. We want a nice solid pullback. AUD JPY, Australian dollar, Japanese yen. Let's have a little browse. So it's currently coming down. It has pulled back. It's tapped in on the weekly with all these lows. So is it now going to start to push back down again? That's above the EMA. This is on the EMA. Okay, I do think this is going to come down now. I really do. I think it has. Purely and simply, we got a left shoulder, a head, we've broke past this neckline. So this is the neckline here. We've broke past the neckline. We've retested the neck, retested the neck. I feel that now it is a possibility for the downside. However, I'm not doing anything yet. It's either got to be a clear break, retest up, or a break, retest either this area or this trend line for a sell. I'm gonna leave that. I'm pretty interested in that one still. So let's have a look where we at. So it's tapped into a few key levels. It's below the EMA. Just quickly draw a little sign. So it's in the zone. So it did tap in. Is this going to continue going down maybe? So here we are actually above the EMA. However, it has broke our trend line by the looks of it. Yep, that is a perfect scenario of the trend line. Tap, 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 tap. Break. Taps into the trend. Taps into the trend, and then continuation down. So what will probably happen now with this pair is this will now continue to come down, maybe somewhere one of these levels here. Let's just say here, for example, retest back up there and then come back down towards some of these levels here, possibly. Again, if you put it on the line chart, it makes it a little bit easier to see all these tap-ins rather than just, you know, looking up candles. It sometimes can be a little bit confusing, especially if you don't know how to look at the candles and the different wicks and the actual bar itself. Yeah, so I think that one is a continuation to the down. Interested in that one still. Okay, right, we have our weekly tap-in. I can get rid of that right now, actually. I forgot to get rid of that. We've broke above the EMA. We've got our trend line. So where are we at? Okay. Tapped in twice with the daily, above the EMA still. So we've got weekly above, daily above, 4 hour above. So this is looking good for a buy, to be honest with you. I would probably wait for it now, maybe just to come back down to these wicks here. Again, if you just make that so much easier to look at. If you say all these levels, look, follow the dotted line across, tap, tap, got a break, got a tap in, and then just move it back. See all these little wicks that just keep coming into this area. So personally, let's draw a little support off here and just see if that manages to tap in. Yeah, I'm happy with all those tap-ins. We've got loads of tap-ins here. You know, it might push up a little bit, maybe even come back up to this trend line before coming back down. But as of right now, I'm very happy with the that is. I mean, it might come below, might continue up. We shall see on that one. I'm going to mark that one, so I'm quite interested in that one still. Possible trade this week. Right, let's have a look. We are below the weekly, so possible sell. Below the EMA on the daily, so possible continuation of sells. Below the EMA on the 4 hours, so we've got 3 time frames in a row with a sell. You know, perfect scenario. It's now just tickling, especially if we look on the smaller time frames, just tickling our trend line. So tapped in, didn't quite tap in here, broke past, but it's just lingering. I think genuinely that is a sell. I would sell only if it came somewhere below there. Oh, there you go, the markets are just resetting for the day. So again, you got all these tap-ins. That would be me looking for a sell there. Yeah, you don't want to rush into anything too soon. So just a nice little break, retest, sell on the retest. So I'm interested in that one still. Let's have a little look. CAD JPY, we haven't quite left the zone yet. Let's just double check. So you've got weekly below, daily below, 4 hour below. Yeah, I'd be looking for a sell there. I would generally mark it open at 11 o'clock UK time, so it opens in. I mean, it is open yet, but not quite. It doesn't open till 11 really. I'd consider looking for a sell. Let's say a nice little 20 pip stop loss, and then aim for somewhere down here. Some of these lows maybe. Even some of these ones tapping down here. 6 to 1 down here, 11 to 1, basically 12 to 1 rather. So that's me on CAD JPY. I'm very interested in that one. Need to remember that. CAD JPY. CHF JPY. Let's have a little look. So we're above possible buys. We're above possible buys. We have broke past. However, oh, there you go. Look, perfect example. So we come past, tapped in, and then sell. Exactly the same with this. We need to come past, tap in, and then sell. Oh, it's a bit tricky, this one. I would consider just staying out of this one for now. Me personally. Obviously, everybody's got their own analysis on what the market's going to do. Ooh, very tired. It's like, what time is it here in the UK? It's like, God knows what time. 10 past 10. Good God. Getting old, man. Nice fair value gap. Looks like we're still tapped in. Yes, that broke. I'd probably buy here, I'll be honest. I will be honest. I know we're below the EMA, but we've done a lovely break, retest, break, retest into this zone here. I would genuinely be looking at buys here, or the other thing I would do is, yeah, taps in there. So we've got resistance here, resistance. We've got support. So possible buy now where it is, or a break and retest on these highs here. Yeah, very interesting. That one still. Leave that one flagged. We didn't have anything flagged for these ones, so there probably wasn't a lot going on. Weekly above, daily above, 4 hour above. Ooh, okay. Now we've got something. This is why you wait. Let's have a little look. So, say if we're just coming off this one right here, tap into all them again. If you're struggling, look at all these tap-ins. Makes life so much easier. Yeah, that's a buy for me. Yeah, I'd consider, as that pushes out now, I would generally flag that, keep an eye on that. This is the thing, hopefully I don't miss it while I'm sleeping or whatnot. Euro CHF. We have a weekly sell, daily sell, 4 hour above. I think I would generally go against the grain here. Yeah, we're kind of at the bottom. It's kind of pushed up. I think I'd be looking for a buy here, in all honesty. I'm gonna leave that one now. I've already got enough of the charts to look at. 4 hour. Okay, tapped into our 78 line. Actually tapped in lovely, that did, to be honest with you. Okay, where was it? Weekly sell, daily sell, 4 hour sell. Well, I've already got my zones. It's not really doing a lot. We've got a lot of consolidation here still. I'm gonna leave this one. Yeah, I'm still not happy with this one. It's just going sideways. We've got no high highs, high lows being created. It's just, I mean, if you really wanted to look for a buy or a sell, let's draw the trends. Can't go wrong with trends lines. 1, 2, 3 touches. Obviously, if it breaks past, looking for a buy to the top. Tapping on all these lows here. 1, 2, nearly 3, for, obviously if it breaks past, possible looking for a sell to the downside. As of right now, I'm not interested. Weekly bias above, daily bias above. That looks like a very good buy, to be honest, on the daily. Oh my gosh, that just shot up just? Yeah, that's no way. For me, at 11 o'clock Asian session, I'll have to have a look at that, just see if that's a buy possible. I know it's below the EMA, or do we wait and look for a sell? I'll take that off still. Yeah, I'm gonna take that off. I'm not interested in that right now. I think I would generally be looking for a sell here. Monthly buy if it's like, yeah, you know what? Just rather than overthink it, leave it, come back in a couple of days, see what it's saying. There's all the charts, always another opportunity somewhere else. If you're unsure, if you're just trying to make stuff happen to the way you want it to look, don't trade. Don't look at it, unflag it, not interested, come back in a couple of days. Weekly, oh, it's in our golden zone. EMA, if you want to join EMA, pick a higher low, for example. So we got higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. So you go from the lowest point all the way to the top. And then these levels could be used as support and resistance or areas of interest to buy. Which, to be fair, look for you to bought here, did push all the way back up. Oh gosh. Where was we? Weekly buy, daily, crossing over. Okay, I'm still gonna stick with my gut and say not interested. Euro USD, weekly buys above. We've started to push out of these tap-ins now. 1, 2, 3 taps. It's looking good for buys. Daily bias looking good for buys, tap-ins, and if you come across, I bet there's more. Yes, there is. Tap, 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 tap. Yes, these. Yeah, I'm looking for buys. I'll be honest. Flowered is flagged. Beautiful. Beautiful. Right, let's have a look. Okay. Nice little gap here that needs to be filled. Did push up, filled that. This gap down here scares me a little bit. However, we have broke our trend. Right. I would be looking. That's not create support, so we can use that. Taps into there. Let's just drag it to the left. Let's have a look. Doesn't have to be perfect every time. Just thereabouts. Create the top there. You know, if you wanted to drag it all the way across, you can understand why it topped out there. Makes life a little bit easier. I mean, you don't need to drag it all the way across, to be honest. You could just sort of do what I do. You know, draw it from the, and then just have a look where's it tapped into. You don't need to go like all the way back, obviously. You know, just a couple of tap-ins is more than enough. Yeah, leave that one still interested in that one. Right, weekly bias above, daily bias above. Yeah, I need a break and retest on this still. What's going on with my fib? Delete that. I'm not interested in that. There's a lot of chop here, so I'm not interested right now unless I get a definite break and retest. So I'm cancelling that one. Okay, above. Yeah, it's definitely pushed out of these tops. 4 hour. Okay, we need another area now to tap into. If it's going to retrace back, which most likely will be that area, and again, just drag it to the side. You can see all these tapping, tap, tap, basically tapped in, tap, tap. So happy with that. That's already flagged. I mean, that's beautiful on a fair value gappers there, to be honest. Oh, poop. In the fair value gap, so as that pushes out, I'll have to do videos on fair value gaps and everything at a later date. Let's get rid of this fib. Okay, looks like a sell side for me. I know it's a daily above. I think I'd sell that, all honesty. I think I would genuinely consider selling that unless it broke that. And then I'd maybe look for a little quick, little short, oh my gosh, stuttering, a little buy to the upside right there. You know what, man? It's the monthly, oh my gosh. Yeah, maybe it is pushing up. I mean, it's tapped in at the bottom now. Maybe it's gonna start to come back up now over the next couple of months / year. We've tapped in. Yeah, maybe it is a buy. Yeah, that's a buy. I'm gonna flag that. Right. Weekly above, daily above, 4 hour above. That looks like a lovely, I'll be honest, that's a beautiful buy that is for the top. Unless, of course, it breaks the trend line. That breaks that trend line, that's possible sell. However, you know, tapped into all this level. Weekly above, daily above, 4 hour above. I do think that's coming down, I can't lie. I think that's a sell. I'm gonna leave that still. I'm not really interested in that right now. We've got loads of other pairs to be looking at tomorrow. See if we can get into any trades. Oh, I forgot to look. Daily above, 4 hour above. Right, so we've tapped in to this level here. Now pull back to this level. Let's just go off this one here. Using the wicks only. Again, let's just double check it. Yep, tapped in a few times. Yep, come across. Doesn't have to be. Oh my gosh, doesn't have to be perfect. Just to give you a rough idea where you think the market is going to go, where you think it looks good for you at the end of the day. If you're happy entering, enter. If you're not, don't enter. That looks like a good buy, to be honest, for market open. Okay, this looks like it's going up. Yeah, that's a really good push up, I'll be honest. That is a really good push up today. So now we need to try and find some support, which looks around here, to be honest. Where did I just draw that from? Let's go from the far side on the left. And it looks like we're in that right now. So now I want to see a push and retest, kind of like this break and retest, but you know, not come down, go back up. Interesting, that one's still. Okay, looks like it's slowing down on the upside, I'll be honest. Daily up, 4 hour. I'm gonna leave that on for now. See if it comes back down into this area. You know, I don't want to flag too many because it's just gets ridiculous trying to keep track of looking after everything. Just pick a couple and then just watch those ones tomorrow. You know what I mean? Okay. Looks like a good sell opportunity, I'll be honest. I'll leave that one. Leave that one still. Get rid of these. Weekly pushed up, daily pushed up, 4 hour pushed up. It's looking certified. Needed to pull back, I'll be honest. Need that to pull back over somewhere down here on this line. Looks like, yeah, got a bit of a wedge forming. I'm gonna leave that. It might just break, retest back at this level somewhere. So in fact, I'm gonna draw that still. You know, got a few tap-ins over there. Doesn't have to be too perfect. Do the break, retest, flag. Yeah, it's already flagged my guy. Sell side, sell side, sell side. Yeah, that's a beautiful example of tap, broke, retest that trend. I think that's coming down still. As it comes out of this area, I'd sell that. Looking for these lows down here, possibly even down here if you want to sit on it for a long time. Not even a long time, just for a little bit. Well, I've got a random line across my screen. Oh, must have been from the other day. Have a look where we are. Buy or sell, buy or sell. Probably come up here somewhere, then come back down. Or if it continues to push up, look for buys. As of right now, I'm going to unflag that because I've got flipping loads to look at for tomorrow. Weekly sell, daily sell, 4-hour sell. USD JPY. Looking for a sell as it comes out that area. It's got tap in. What did we say? Weekly sell. Yeah, I like this really big push down candle. I think that'll probably come back down now. Back down to here, maybe. I do like those tap ins, I can't lie. That's a sell. Flag that. And then the big boy, everybody's favorite, gold. Christ. I do like to keep track of gold, so excuse-moi on the drawings. It's a bit tricky, ain't it, gold, man? I think it's coming down, you know. I do think it's coming down. It's really pushed up. I mean, this is what I drew earlier on the live for anybody watching. And a nice couple of tap-ins from this support. Create support, broke the support, come back up. No, tap back into the support. Entered as it was leaving on this big candle here. You know, that was a big push, to be honest with you. You know, if you'd have closed back on this trend, entered around there, you'd have caught a nice, say, 30 pips. However, you know, it's halfway at the minute. And this was just I'm gonna get rid of that because that was just an option in the live. I said if it breaks this trend, possible buy side. Looks like it's just consolidating a little bit, I'll be honest with you. I do think it's going to come down a little bit. I mean, like, since November 2022, all it has done is push up. I think it needs some time to breathe. Come back down a little bit now. So I think I'm going to look for a sell side still. I'm going to leave that still. And that is good guy. I'm ready for bed. I am. UK time. It is whatever time it is. 11:30, is it? No, it can't be 11:30. 10:30. There we go. 10:30. We've got our analysis all set up for tomorrow. See if anything comes up tomorrow, or maybe even the rest of the week. See if it oh my gosh, see if it respects some of these zones that we've marked up. All right, have a good one, and I'll catch you tomorrow.